put them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Elliott on for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. Stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Barkley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Fighting his way through contact.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the... And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. But nothing comes of it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Jackson will throw again. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions. Three consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll go to Barkley again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.